Hi, welcome back to my Shed to Shop journey. My name is Roy. Thanks for being here. In our first couple videos, we did one video on cleaning this entire shed out, and if you guys saw that video, it was a mess. There was a lot of stuff in here, stuff that I have to find a way to either store somewhere else or get rid of. In our second video, we framed out what will become my workbench and my work area. Today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to start prepping up all of our French cleat wall. We're going to start with this wall, and then we're going to carbon copy the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pallet wood. I already have some here that we had in the previous bench that I'm going to reshape all so they can be the same size. I'm going to break apart a pallet, get some rough pallet wood. We're going to pass them through the surface planer, get them all the same thickness, pass them through my table saw, run them all with the French Cleat 45-degree angle, and start cutting them to fit this wall over here. So we're going to have French cleats going up this side. We're going to go over the top of the window and come down this side. So stick around. We'll make some rough cuts. We'll make some sawdust, and we're going to build this thing. All right, so tore apart some pallets here. What I'm going to do first, in order to help make this a lot easier, I'm going to cut off the ends, clean all these off of nails, chop them to the longest I can have good wood with. Then I'm going to surface plane them, get them all the same size, and then we'll cut some French cleats. All right. So after cutting off the ends of these planks from a pallet, I start running them through the surface planer to get them all smooth on one hand, all smooth. On the other hand, I also want to get them to a right thickness. I'm trying to get every one of these planks to 5/8 thickness. The next thing I want to do is I want to head over to the table saw, adjust the blade to 45 degrees, and I want to cut a 45-degree miter angle on each of these pieces of pallet slats. After cutting a 45-degree angle on each one of these pallet slats, I adjust my table saw back to a 90 degrees, and I'm going to cut each one of these to 2.5 inches. So every one of these French cleats will be 2.5 inches and will match up with each other. I'm going to put a pilot hole in each end, and I'm going to put one screw for now temporarily so that I can get them all lined up. I'll come back later and put a second screw to put more strength on these. Once we get the first one level, we start going up using a little spacer. The spacer is going to be 2 3/4. So all I got to do is put the spacer on one end, screw it in, move the spacer to the other end, and I'll continue going level all the way up. Once I attach a couple of French cleats, I test it out using one of my small parts bins that I created for the last bench I made. For small holders, works just fine. All right, so my question is, should I put another one on top? Put it on this side over here. And we're at that height right there. Will I have space to hang stuff? Looks like I will. You know what I'm saying? Every little space helps. Every little space helps when you're in a small shed. But I gotta cut this one. I'm gonna go 31 also, right? I'll go 30.5 on this one. Cut this one shorter because it's going to be shorter up there. And there's one wall. Cleat stuff there. Hanging up on top. Get things out of the way. Here. There you go. Keep going. It's level. I gotta have to do one more, even though I need 3 more to go. I'm gonna have to prepare some more wood. Go. Pretty smooth, huh? There you go. One wall completely French cleated up. Not too bad. I had to take off the mic because I'm charging the phone. So there you go. I'll give you a tour in a little bit. And there you go. One full wall of French cleats. I still got 2 walls to go, the back wall and the opposite wall from this one. Changing plans. The French cleats, I tried to get them all to be the exact same width because when I first built this, I was learning. So I just cut them all at 45 degree, hung them up. They were all different widths. So it's hard to get some of the pieces, some of my holders to slide in because these sizes were different. But this time I decided to cut them all at 2.5 inches. So all of these are at 2.5 inches, or as close as I can get them considering it's pallet wood. Finally got them up there, which actually made me go from 5 French cleats to 6. So now I got 6 and 3. Originally I had 2 here, now I got 3. Which again, in a small shop, I'm going to take advantage of every square inch and hang things up as much as I possibly can. So now I've got this full wall all the way to the back. Where originally, if you remember what it was like, I had a shelf in the back. Well, now I took that shelf out, so this wall goes all the way to the end. So, 1 down, 2 to go. Join me next time when I do the opposite end, and we'll do 2 walls, and then we'll do the big one in the back. This has been a pretty big build, so most of my builds are going to be smaller one-day builds. But this one's a pretty big one because it's going to be establishing my shop. If you find this content useful, please hit the like and subscribe button. It will really help out our channel to grow and expand. This has been a rough cut and sawdust, and it was a lot of sawdust today. Thanks for joining us, and as always, God bless.